Carlos Alcaraz shares harsh truth on the future of tennis after the Federer, Nadal, Djokovic era. Carlos Alcaraz weighed in on the challenges facing the tennis world in the post-Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and Novak Djokovic era. With Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal already retired and Novak Djokovic in the twilight of his career, the tennis world finds itself searching for new stars to fill the void left by these legends. Carlos Alcaraz, the current world number 3 and former world number 1 in the ATP rankings, offered a candid perspective on the matter. "They are three of the best in the history of our sport," Alcaraz said during an interview with El Nuevo Dia ahead of an exhibition match against Francis Tiafoe in Puerto Rico. "They are icons. Rafa has been my idol, and I have great respect and admiration for what the other two have accomplished." Following those remarks, the Spanish player discussed the possibility of future players emerging to recreate the historic rivalry between Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. "It's complicated. They've set the bar for tennis at a stratospheric level," he acknowledged. "There are many players capable of winning Grand Slams and beating the best, including young players like myself who can compete for big titles," Carlos continued. "But to reach the level of rivalry that Rafa, Federer, and Djokovic had is practically impossible to replicate. We'll have our battles, I'll have my battles with great players, but a rivalry like theirs is going to be impossible." Acknowledging the immense influence these three superstars have had on the sport, Alcaraz expressed his gratitude for having had the opportunity to compete alongside them. "It's been incredible to share this time with them," he said. "Well, with Federer, I crossed paths less. With Rafa, it was during his final years, and with Djokovic, I'm still competing. But it's a source of pride," Alcaraz continued. "To have shared any time with some of them, and with others more extensively, has been incredible." After acknowledging the difficulty of replicating the remarkable era that is coming to a close, Alcaraz reflected on how tennis will continue to evolve. "The era of John McEnroe and those players was very different from what Federer, Rafa, and Djokovic experienced," he noted. "Our era, our moment, will be different from theirs." Finally, Alcaraz shared his outlook on the future. "Tennis is changing, the tournaments, the speed of the balls, everything is evolving. We have to adapt as tennis evolves. I think Rafa, Federer, and Djokovic have set a certain standard, but tennis will continue to evolve, and so will we."